Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Terry Hansen here, back with you once again on Travelin' with Terry. As I go from my home to the office each and every single morning to share some strategies and tips and ideas with you as trailblazers, as connectors, entrepreneurs, salespeople, marketers, to help you thrive in your business. Today I wanted to spend some time with you in the few minutes that we have together, talking to you a little bit about how to build trust in your business. I'll share with you a kind of a funny story, and I think any parent with small children can identify to this. So when our kids were younger, first off, I've got my wife and I, we've been married for just a pinch over 21 years. We actually celebrated our 21st wedding anniversary here in March, and we've got 5 children. Our oldest is 20 and our youngest is 11, and each one of them are all kind of stacked about 2 years apart. And anyway, in the early days when our kids were super little and all at home, it was a very busy household, as you can appreciate and understand. But good days. One of the battles that we as parents battle, probably like you with little kids, is kids lying. You know, when little kids don't tell the truth and you catch them in their lies, it's always challenging as a parent to try to figure out, okay, obviously lying to your mom and dad about doing your chores or eating a cookie or doing something is not a good thing, and we want to curb this negative behavior early on. And so what do? We stumbled across years and years ago a program called Love and Logic, and by some founders out of Golden, Colorado. And we really latched on to Love and Logic, and it really transformed our parenting style and really made a big difference. And one of the proponents, or one of the things that they mentioned when kids lie, was to administer natural consequences instead of like giving them a spanking or giving them a timeout or taking things away, toys away as a punishment. And so, but as my wife and I talked about, all right, so when one of our kids lie to us about something, what's a natural consequence of that sort of behavior? Well, we thought about it and we said, well, when they lie to us, our trust in them goes down. And so we early on, we started talking to our kids about something called a trustometer. And you ask any one of our kids today, as teenagers and as adults, what a trustometer is, they'll immediately tell you when I tell the truth to mom and dad, or when I do what I say I'm going to do, the trustometer is high, and the trust levels are very high and very full. And when trust is very high, then mom and dad let me get to do whatever I want to. But when I lie or don't tell the truth, or when I don't do what I say I'm going to do, then the trust level is low, the trustometer is low, and then when I ask to do things or when I want to do things, they don't trust me, and I don't get to do stuff. So anyway, we stumbled across this little parenting style, this little way to deal with our kids and when they lie. And there's and I share this because inside of our businesses, as entrepreneurs, as managers, as leaders, even as salespeople, we are constantly making promises. Trust comes when you and I in business make and keep promises. When we say we're going to do something and we do it. That's how trust is built. And that takes commitment, it takes integrity, it takes planning, and it takes a good implementation. But trust is lost when we in business, when we tell our customers and even tell our employees that our culture is one way, or that we do something, or that our culture is one way, but then we act a different way. When we tell our customers, hey, we promise that you're going to get this thing, and then we don't deliver it, and 101 other things. But in business, we are constantly making and keeping. We're constantly making promises to our employees and to our customers and to our partners and shareholders and other people. And when organizations have a high degree of trust, things speed up pretty marvelously. There's a lot of wonderful things that happen when trust levels are high inside of an organization. However, there's a lot of difficult times or difficult consequences that happen when trust levels are low. And Stephen Covey's son, Stephen M.R. Covey, years ago wrote a book called The Speed of Trust. And it's a remarkable book. If you haven't picked it up, I highly recommend it. But in there, he talks about different levels of trust. There's self-trust, and then there is relationship trust, trust between two people, and then team or organizational trust. And so anyway, this morning I wanted to invite all of us to think a little bit about what we are doing to build trust inside of our organizations. And think about all the ways as a manager or as a salesperson or as a leader that we're making promises to our team and our staff, and where we might not be keeping those promises. How is our implementation? How is our follow through? How is our follow up? How is our ability to again execute on the promises that we are making to our employees and to our customers? Do we talk a good talk on the front end, but then don't follow up and follow through very successfully on the back end? Do we say that our culture is one thing? Do we tout and talk about core values and things like that, but then behind the scenes we don't live with integrity and don't live those values? Now, to be honest, I mean, none of us are frankly perfect. We're not perfect human beings, and we're always going to mess up. But when we mess up, the only way when we mess up and we kind of violate trust or let our customers down or let our employees down or let our partners down, the only way to deal with broken trust when you make promises but then don't keep your promises is to accept responsibility and to sincerely apologize and to make amends and put in plans in place to make sure that doesn't happen again. So I want to invite all of us maybe to think about where are we not keeping our promises to our customers? What do they expect from us from, say, a communication perspective? What do they expect from us from a results perspective? What do they expect from us from a billing and accounting perspective? What do our customers expect from us? What have we led them to believe that we will do and provide for them? They have some expectations based on the things that we've mentioned to them. How are we fulfilling? How are we meeting and exceeding those expectations? Are we delivering the results that they want? Are we communicating in the way that they need? Are we providing the degree of accountability and from our billing perspective that they need? How are we doing there? How is our implementation? How good are we? Are we as good as we say we are? It's easy to talk. Sometimes it's hard to walk. So today in Traveling with Terry, it's our call to action today is let's check our walk. It's easy to talk, but it's hard to walk sometimes. And we just need to make sure that our walk matches our talk. We need to make sure that we're keeping the promises that we are making to our customers and to our employees. And if we don't, then our trust levels in our employees will be low. Trust levels in our customers will be low. We'll always struggle with customer retention. They'll come in because of the great and wonderful promises that are made, but there'll be a little bit of a revolving door, and they'll exit as soon as they feel like we've let them down or we've violated their trust. Trust is a pretty precious thing. We can't take it for granted as salespeople. We can't take it for granted as leaders and managers with our teams and organizations. We have to recognize that trust is something that's earned. And if we take it for granted, if we are too sloppy with it, if we're unintentional with it, trust gets violated and relationships get broken and fractured. And so, anyway, let's not make the mistake that so often my kids made is breaking trust. And let's make sure in our organizations, let's make sure to have high trustometers that are on high degrees of trust. And as we do, I know that that'll make a huge difference for us. So anyway, I hope you guys have a marvelous day. Today's Tuesday. It's looking like it's going to shape up to be a very nice day today. Today's the first day, I think in months, that I've walked out of my door at my home and without a coat on. Today I am sans coat, sans sweatshirt, sans jacket, sans all that. I'm just wearing a regular shirt. It's that nice, and it looks like it's going to be good enough. So anyway, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Keep up the good work, and post your comments down below on how you and your team build trust in your organization. What are some small and simple things that you guys do to build trust in your organization? I'd love to hear some ideas and some examples that you're posting. So anyway, post those down below. Have a great rest of your day. Keep up the good work, and we'll see you again on Traveling with Terry. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey, thanks for watching. Did you know every company out there has what we call digital marketing blind spots? These are simple, hidden opportunities for growing and improving your marketing that most of the time people miss. Go to www.arcanemarketing.com and take advantage of our Rise and Ignite digital marketing analysis. It's 100% free to get fresh new insights and ideas to make what you're already doing that much better in 2021.